case, that is Kennedy's class 2. Now Kennedy's class 2 is what? Kennedy's class 2 is a single edentulous area unilaterally on one side. But here what we can see, we have a modification space also. So now when we have one modification space, there are more chances of single path of insertion. Why? Because these modification spaces, if you see, they are bounded on both the sides by teeth, right? So we can create a parallel path on either side, like on the modification area, so that at least that area is restricted to one single path where the prosthesis can move and placed, right? So on one side, if you have that feature, you can still restrict your prosthesis to a single path of insertion in Kennedy's class 2 also. But if this modification space is not present, again you need to imply the principles of class 1. That means you place an additional rest or an indirect retainer. This I'll write in presence of modification space, right? Now this was about Kennedy's class 2. So we can say that the path of insertion of Kennedy's class 2 is somewhere dictated by the modification space also. Path of insertion is dictated or controlled, okay, or directed by modification spaces. Okay, so modification spaces actually helps you to create that parallel space between the two abutment teeth, so that at least in that area, if you have single path of insertion, the RPD won't come out very easily from the oral cavity, correct? Now similarly, if you see class 3 situation or class 4 situation, right? Class 3 or class 4 situation, both are bounded by teeth on either side, okay? So when you have teeth on both the sides, you can make that surface, the proximal surface of the teeth parallel and restrict your RPD to a single path of insertion and removal. So class 3 and 4 will have single path of insertion, okay? Now this was about various clinical situations, that is in Kennedy class 1, 2, 3 and 4.